Hi, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Some Soothings. This is episode 11. My name is Joshua. I'm a musician and glitch and sound artist. And I think like many folks, I'm just trying to find my way, seeking balance, trying to figure out what day-to-day looks like during a pandemic, while participating in this like historic struggle for Black lives and fighting to dismantle systemic white supremacy, and have a job and a creative practice, and sort of friends and remembering to do the dishes. So we're trying, learning, keeping open, listening. But I also know that I often learn best by talking things through. This is why I love collaboration, and also why I miss bars. So in the meantime, this show is taking the place, is not succeeding that well at taking the place of collaboration and going to bars. This is a place where I kind of work out ideas aloud. It's provided an outlet for me, some solace, as well as like a reason to put on clean clothes once a week. So I hope that it has, at least slightly enriched your Thursday evenings as well. And I hope that your clothes are clean. Actually, I want to take that back. I don't care at all what you're wearing. It could be filthy. It could be pristine. Either way, it sort of doesn't matter to me. Maybe you just have on a bathrobe or like a silly hat. So yeah, let me take that bit back again. I hope that we've at least slightly enriched your Thursday evenings, and I hope that whatever you're wearing right now makes you feel great. That's better. Okay, our show is Some Soothings. It's a 30-minute weekly live stream. We endeavor to be peaceful, vulnerable, calming, a little new agey. It'll be a little sound bathy, maybe a little ASMR-ish. We will totally earnestly and non-ironically employ some like wellness tropes. We will also crack some warm-hearted jokes at the expense of the self-actualization industrial complex, but we will be really sweet about it. The show is not designed for kids, but it's kid-friendly. If you have any or know any, please invite them to join us. The show is also kid-friendly, but like the first time I said that, I was talking about baby goats, and this time now I'm talking about small humans. The show stands firm in its conviction that the human youth of today will one day have their purses and their homework eaten by the goats of tomorrow, and vice versa, perhaps. So all are welcome here. A final bit of housekeeping before we get going. Tonight is our season finale. We did it. Thanks for hanging. For the next 4 Thursdays in this exact same time slot, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be rebroadcasting Season 1. I'm chagrined to admit that if I trim out a lot of the shenanigans, I can kind of cram 3 episodes into a really short amount of time. So we're going to run 3 episodes a week for the next 4 Thursdays at our regular time slot. These will be rebroadcasts. So if you missed an episode or want to relive the majesty of me talking into a broken 15-year-old webcam, those the next 4 Thursdays are for you. After that, at the end of July, we're going to have a special kind of all-music show, and then we will launch Season 2 on August 2nd, which you'll note is a Sunday. We are going to entertain a new time slot for the show, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, starting August 2nd. So that's a lot of scheduling. I've made a panel. I guess the panels maybe aren't below anymore. I think the panels are like in the About tab. So maybe click on the About tab and you'll see the upcoming schedule. I think that I got it all right. Whew. Okay. Let's begin. We are going to look at some art. This is the Detroit Foreclosure Quilt by Kathryn Clark. It's made of cheesecloth, linen, cotton, and quilting thread. Kathryn Clark came to this plane of existence in 1971 in Tennessee. They trained at San Jose State University and now live and work in the Bay Area. Clark has shown at the Smithsonian, the Museum of Design in Atlanta, the Indianapolis Art Center, and Verso here in Brooklyn. Clark spent half a dozen years as an urban planner in California, and I guess that sort of obviously carries that experience into their art practice. The Foreclosure quilts are an ongoing series of textile work. They're examining the housing crisis in different metropolises. So Clark studies foreclosure patterns in specific urban neighborhoods and then maps or translates that information into these quilts. Again, this is a series, so other quilts Clark has created include ones for DC and Vegas, Cleveland, Atlanta, Phoenix, Chicago, Flint, and I think there's maybe a half dozen others. The work, I think, reveals patterns, and in doing so, I guess calls to account, maybe indicts racist red lighting policies, and corrupt developers or corrupt and maybe useless or inept city officials. I think implicates maybe the complicity of mortgage lenders, and I think the project evidences historic segregation, systemic disenfranchisement, and gentrification, and how all that stuff is kind of bound up. So there's a lot happening here, right? There's quilt as an object of record keeping, as archive in the folk tradition. There's this relationship between the domestic labor of quilt making and access to affordable domestic space itself. Blanket as source of warmth and comfort, and how that contrasts to a foreclosed home or homelessness. The work itself feels kind of tattered. Having seen one of these in person, they're quite beautiful, but they do seem distressed. So I don't know. I'm not sure I have a lot of additional thoughtful commentary here, except that data, and I think in particular how we present data and its visualization, is an implicitly political act. And so Clark's choice here of material and form takes this expression of what is ostensibly fiscal sociological data, and it makes it really humane, and really poetical, and I think arguably radical. And I think importantly, it helps us understand that something theoretical or jargon-laden, like subprime predatory lending, behind that kind of language is actually stories of families, maybe families like our own that are just trying to hold on to whatever little they may have, families that are struggling to keep safe and keep warm. So Kathryn Clark, Detroit Foreclosure Quilt. Check the panel in the About tab for more information and an interview about Clark's textile work. All right, we have just a lot of nourishment on the show tonight. Up next, let's hold space in our ears for the deconstructed, surprisingly healing candlestick. So I found a candlestick. This doesn't look like a candlestick anymore. I found a candlestick in my apartment that makes this really lovely tonality when you strike it. And then I further discovered that I could take it apart. And once I took it apart, it sounds even more lovely. So I'm going to sound the deconstructed, surprisingly healing candlestick for you, and let's hold space in our ears for that. It's a remarkable sound. Okay, let's pause a moment for some reflection, some grateful reflection. I'm going to close my eyes for about 10 seconds, and I'm going to think about something that I'm grateful for. If I'm comfortable sharing it, I will do so, and I encourage you to do the same. Close your eyes momentarily, and let's lean into that quietude and think about what we might be thankful for. And if you're comfortable, please share it in the chat. I've been compiling kind of all the things that we're grateful for into a list in the panel in the About tab. Okay, so I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to close my eyes now. So today, I'm feeling profoundly grateful for y'all. I don't know necessarily like who is out there on the other side of my broken webcam. I don't know how many of you there are or how few. And I also don't that doesn't matter that there's anyone out there at all that somehow gives me permission to continue to do this, and I am so grateful for that, for your viewership, your participation in the chat, for your kind support. So yeah, that is my thing. I'm super grateful for y'all. Thank you. I'm excited for what we have in store for Season 2, and thank you for participating and being here for Season 1. Okay, we have a really special feature on the show this week. I'm going to kind of slow my roll a little bit to give you all a chance to get prepared for this. We're going to be doing a guided meditation together. So if it's possible for you, try to get comfortable. If you want to sit, sit up, straighten your spine. If you prefer to lay down, you may lay on your back or on your side, or you can curl up into a ball. This will be about a 15-minute practice. It's going to be pretty much most of the rest of the show. The visual aspect of this segment is intentionally just like really minimal, so I would encourage you to close your eyes. If you're like driving or like soldering, maybe like keep your eyes open. But otherwise, see if you can minimize other distractions. Dim the lights, get comfy, settle in, and yeah, close your eyes. I'll see you back here on this plane of existence in like 15 minutes. So please breathe deeply and enjoy this guided meditation through my apartment. Imagine you're in a small bedroom, just large enough for a bed and a stack of books and a lamp. Imagine there's a person there with you. It's me. Hi. Now imagine a closet door. Imagine that the closet door and the bedroom door open into each other in this way, so that you have to close one to open the other, and then open one to close the other, and it all makes quite a racket. So for the sake of this meditation, let's imagine that I'm already wearing pants, and I don't need to get a pair out of the closet. I'm going to imagine myself in tight pants. Let's proceed deeper into ourselves and also into my sublet. Imagine you're in another room. And think about all of the things that make up a life. The friendships, the meals, the stories, work, family, love, every turtle you've ever known, all the songs and the memories, and our experiences, both happy and sad. Imagine all these things that shape our days, all in a single room. Let's call it a lifing room. No, let's call it a living room. Welcome to the living room of my sublet. In my living room, there is a desk and a piano and a bookshelf on one side, and a sink and a stove and a fridge on the other. There's a small closet overflowing with my landlord's cast-offs. Do you have a closet of cast-offs in your heart? Do you keep making excuses as to why you can't just come by and finally clean it out? Here, by the door, imagine a houseplant. It's a peace lily, and it's struggling to live. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, it continues to droop and wilt. Is it like a really obvious, on-the-nose metaphor for an inability to cultivate and nurture peacefulness within ourselves and in the spaces where we live? Yeah, it is. And then here on the kitchen side of our living room is the food our souls need for growth. Would your soul like a cookie? Or a butterscotch candy? Saints alive, I love butterscotch candies. I always try to keep some around the house in case guests, like your soul, stop by. Let's breathe in. Oh, but be careful not to choke on your butterscotch candy. And breathe out. Imagine a drawer full of broken corkscrews, like the kind that you use to open a wine bottle. That drawer is right over here. You know, on second thought, we're not going to open that drawer right now. I think we should save that drawer for our therapist. Instead, think back to when you moved into the sublet of yourself and the stove with the small gas leak, which means you have to kindle the fire of your soul's nourishment with a barbecue lighter and kind of like jump back from the stove every time and just hope the whole place doesn't go up. It's a fundamental truth that our souls need courage to attain the nourishment we seek. Fortunately, we're all blessed with a keg of infinite courage inside ourselves. Let's tap that keg now. Who, I wonder, has taken up residence in the apartment of your heart? Look inside yourself. Look, for example, through the south-facing windows of your soul. But don't be a creep. And maybe you could turn your music down by like 11 on weeknights. And it'd be really great if you'd stop tossing your cigarette butts into our shared walkway. But anyway, when you do peer into the windows inside yourself, who do you find there? Who is the tenant inside you? They seem like a great tenant. Let's imagine renewing their sublease for September. And imagine how good that feels. While you reflect on that, let's move along. Let's explore a third space. It's important to have a third space in our lives. For me, in the sublet, my third space is the bathroom. Imagine a bathroom. Welcome to my bathroom. This is where I tend to my cleanliness. Imagine yourself clean. Imagine your hardships washed away in my shower. Imagine your troubles flushed down my toilet. Now go to the mirror. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open your eyes. Oh, but wait, not your real eyes. Open your imagined eyes inside my bathroom of your imagination. Gaze into that imagined mirror in my bathroom of your imagination and look upon the beauty of your reflected self. You're looking good. You're looking great. And so hold that. Look deep into your own eyes and hold that gaze warmly open-heartedly. Hey, actually, sorry. I kind of have to use it. Could you, maybe imagine yourself leaving my bathroom of your imagination? Yeah, actually, no, this might be a minute. So can you, imagine seeing yourself out? Grab a butterscotch. Don't worry about locking the door. This space is always here for you. No matter what joy or trouble you encounter in your life, the key to my sublet inside your heart doesn't actually work anyway, so it's always unlocked. You can come in whenever. Maybe just text when you're close. Well, this has been a lovely visit. When you open your real eyes, I hope you can hold on to some of the ease and peacefulness that comes from living in a super tiny Brooklyn apartment on a major thoroughfare during a self-isolated quarantine. Let's breathe in. Excuse me. And breathe out. Hey, welcome back to this plane of existence. I hope that your soul fire is feeling replenished by that journey into my sublet. If perhaps you went so far into yourself that you're sort of uncertain what's happening right now, we're watching my TV show, Some Soothings. I'm doing the show and you're watching it. Shoot, unless this is the rebroadcast in a couple of weeks, because then I'm watching it too. It's kind of weird. Anyway, welcome back. Let's wrap the show. Let's close with a poem. This is Thank You by Ross Gay. If you find yourself half naked and barefoot in the frosty grass, hearing again the earth's great sonorous moan that says, "You are the air of the now and gone," that says, "All you love will turn to dust, and will meet you there." Do not raise your fist. Do not raise your small voice against that. Do not take cover. Instead, curl your toes into the grass. Watch the cloud ascending from your lips. Walk through the garden's dormant splendor, and saying only, "Thank you. Thank you." Ross Gay is the best. Linked in the panel on the About. Tonight's intro and outro music has been Dirt by Forest Management from the album Remain. Forest Management is a Chicago cat making just stunning ambient music. Oh, here, let me play it for you. Chicago person making really beautiful big drifters. Again, link in the panel, which is now in the About tab. Okay, schedule recap, and then we're calling it a night. Reruns next 4 Thursdays here at this regular time. We'll get through all of season 1 over the course of 4 evenings. I'll be hanging in the chat those nights, so if you want to chat in the chat, come through. After that, we'll be doing the season 1 kind of roundup music release show, and it'll be an basically all music show. And then we'll launch season 2 on August 2nd at our new time, Sundays, 8 p.m. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take a deep breath. Keep well. Keep on. And we'll see you in a month.